Greetings, fellow Whovians, and welcome to Timey, Wimey Review and another edition of Rumour Roundup, where I look at some of the latest rumours, news, and gossip from the world of Doctor Who. Starting with the rumour that was announced over the weekend on a Doctor Who Facebook page that Series 14 of Doctor Who, the one where Russell T Davies takes over, is going to comprise of 8 episodes, but not including the 60th anniversary episode. So they're not including that. So it'll be 60th anniversary and 8 episodes. There was also reports of they're going to start filming in May time, I think around about May the 2nd as well. So as always, take all these rumours as a pinch of salt. This is just a little bit of fun to have a little chat and see what everyone thinks of all these wonderful rumours. So to start off with these 8 episodes, I can kind of believe that could be true. I think the days of having 13 episodes a season are long gone due to recent BBC budgets and obviously everything that's carrying on with the BBC license fee and with again sort of that just how expensive it is to create Doctor Who. I know they're going into a bit of a joint production with Bad Wolf Studios when season 14 starts with Russell T Davies. But yeah, I think 10 episodes is probably better than 8. I think you can just that's a good sort of nice length of stories per season, and maybe cut out some of the more sort of filler type of stories or sort of lower budget type of stories, and just to keep that quality nice and fresh. So yeah, it remains to be seen whether that's true or not. Obviously, we do get the 60th anniversary special and then 8 episodes for season 14. So let's see if that rumour turns out to be true. So whilst I'm here, I might as well talk about the rumour that was spreading like wildfire over the last weekend about David Tennant's return to Doctor Who. So the rumour was going off that he's going to be back as the 14th Doctor in 3 episodes from the 60th anniversary year, and then regenerates into the 15th Doctor. And then it started to say that no, he's going to be the 10th Doctor, and then Catherine Tate is going to come back, and it just went off from there. So I would definitely like to see David back as the Doctor. He's a very popular Doctor. I know the BBC just basically just thinks that the franchise is David Tennant. We've seen that documented a lot of times. But I think at the heart of it, Russell T Davies and David Tennant, they are hardcore Doctor Who fans. I don't think they would kind of jump in that sort of continuity of 14th and 15th. I know we've had like little sort of snippets of what the curator said in the 50th anniversary, seeing old familiar faces. So I mean, we are in bizarro world, aren't we? You know, we've never had a script editor or a showrunner return, so we're in unprecedented times. And obviously Russell T Davies bringing back the band back together with Julie Gardner, Phil Collinson being announced back to return as a producer. But if I was going to be brutally honest, I think if David was going to return, I think it would be as the 10th Doctor. I would kind of like to see him come back as a 14th, like a new persona of the Doctor for maybe these rumoured 3 specials, because then you could really go for that big surprise for the regeneration. Subsequently, he could come back as the 10th Doctor and have this weird sort of prequel thing going off that would reveal at the end the new 14th Doctor or 15th Doctor, so we could have all that as well. Personally, I would love to see Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi come back more because we haven't really had that before. But always going to be great to see David Tennant return. He's absolutely smashing it with the Big Finish audios from what I've heard. So it just remains to be seen what happens. But we have a Centenary Doctor Who special to go through yet. So throughout this year, it's the BBC's 100th birthday. So before I get into that bit, I just want to say a massive congratulations to Doctor Who for being number 2 in the 100 greatest loved BBC shows. So there was a poll that was being done by the One Show, sort of like a factual sort of light entertainment show on BBC One, And together with some critics and the general public, they all voted to see what was the most loved BBC show of all time. And for Doctor Who to come in at number 2, I think that is a massive achievement, huge achievement. I would never, I would say top 10, but I was quite shocked that it made it that high up on the list. So if you don't know, Only Fools and Horses was the number 1 spot, and I think fair enough, really. And then we had Strictly Come Dancing, they were 3rd. I think Call the Midwife was 4th, and Line of Duty 5th. And quite a lot in that top 20 also included Dad's Army, Gavin and Stacey. The Royal Family was in there. To witness or experience all the ups and downs that Doctor Who has had over its near 60-year lifespan, especially in the 80s, and kind of what's going on now. I know there's a massive divide in terms of Jodie Whittaker's era and Doctor Who Flux, but to still see that Doctor Who being voted in at number 2, I'm so surprised and happy and proud that the nation still is in love with Doctor Who. But onto that centenary episode, Jodie Whittaker's final appearance as the Doctor, and it was an exclusive from Radio Times that, according to the episode's director, Jamie Magnus Stone, the production team has made some critical changes to the usual style of the regeneration scene that could have some significant effects. So usually the Doctor regenerates in the TARDIS, or that's what we've seen in past recent regenerations, but that's not going to be the case in this one. Apparently it will be taking place outside of the TARDIS. Where it is exactly, we just don't know yet. And obviously they haven't done the, I think from what I've been reading with all these rumours and stories, that they've filmed the regeneration scene, but obviously not with the new lead into 14th Doctor as of yet, because they haven't cast him or her. So I think that's definitely a change of pace. I think that's, to have another regeneration scene in the TARDIS can be a little bit samey. We haven't had that in modern Doctor Who, barring the Night of the Doctor special. So in a linear sort of time of 9, 10, 11, 12, it's always been in the TARDIS. Surely it's got to happen either somewhere on Earth or maybe a unit base. There was rumours that Kate Stewart's going to return for this special. Surely it's down to Kate Stewart to say the infamous line that her father said, Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart said, when the 3rd Doctor regenerated into the 4th. Well, here we go again. It's just there to be had, I think. And but yeah, let me know in the comments below where you think the Doctor will regenerate. And finally, you might be wondering why there is an image of Louise Jameson in my thumbnail. Well, that is because it was announced over the weekend that Louise Jameson is to appear in the British ITV soap Emmerdale. The former companion to the 4th Doctor will be entering the soap a little bit later this year as the mum of a popular character in Emmerdale, Rona. That to me means that she's going to be appearing a little bit longer than what Colin Baker did last year when he made that brief cameo appearance in Emmerdale. He was on a date with popular character Diane, and I really enjoyed his brief cameo appearance. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere. He did a fantastic Yorkshire accent, and it was just a fun scene to watch. And for Louise, it's great to see her back on screen. She hasn't been on a soap for a while. She was in Emmerdale back in the 70s, I think, for just 4 episodes from what I briefly read, one of the cousins of the Sugden family. But again, she's no shy to a British soap. She has been the matriarch of the DeMarco family back in the 90s in EastEnders as Rosa DeMarco. It's great to see, will be great to see Louise back on screen. She was brilliant as Leela in Doctor Who as the 4th Doctor's companion. I remember it in the 80s show Bergerac. So yeah, looking forward to seeing her make her re-debut into Emmerdale as a new character a little bit later this year. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts to all the rumours and gossip that's happening in the world of Doctor Who. What would you like to see happen in the Centenary regeneration episode? And of course, that big 60th anniversary special coming next year. And also, will you be watching Louise Jameson's debut in Emmerdale a little bit later this year? Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do check out my other videos on the Timey Wimey Review YouTube channel, and please feel free to like, share and subscribe and hit that cloister bell for more notifications. But as the good doctor once said, there's always something to look at if you open your eyes.